The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Rick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
Change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear.
Kurde, mnie nie było słychać, siemano. Mikrofon, kurde, tu. Masakra. Nie wiem tak gadać. Lol. Dobra. Ja wiem, tak te 2 godziny. To nie jest jakby coś, to nie jest epizodyczna gierka, to jest taka... To jest taka typowo przygodówka.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Dostałem stereo... Kurwa, ale... Powiem wam, że czułe to trochę. Masakra. No tak.
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Ty nie chcesz iść do miasta.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
To miejsce trochę przypomina, nie? Z Life is Strange'a 1, takie ten... Tylko brakuje tam latarni. Byłaby tu jeszcze latarnia i by było zajebiście.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great
To
views.
jest...
That makes a small town look big.
O, gdzie jest... To była taka gazeta, nie?
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Ale przynajmniej się możemy tu...
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
Można się tu
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
Trochę tu system jest taki dosyć, powiem.
My hometown.
A nie,
It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
wycelować tutaj w coś to... Dobra.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway. I don't think these tables have seen any children recently. At least I hope not. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam. Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Aha.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it. I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Ale tutaj czasami dziwnie ten... Nie widziałem, co trzeba wcisnąć.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind? Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Trochę przypomina taką
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it?
Zapisręcza
Someone
i
skinny
te
dipping?
wspomnienia.
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it.
Uuu.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
Mm.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
A to nie.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss? I missed the funeral.
Chyba nie
Maybe it's
przyda.
for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Dobra. Aha, to jest chyba jak stąd wyjść teraz. Ej, można tu sobie...
There seems to be something here.
Yeah. Updated. A tędy można wyjść.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Twin mirror. A tak. SMS. I'm
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Yuli, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up.
Cześć.
After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry.
Chodź.
I
Ale
wish
nie wiem,
words
czy
meant
idziesz, czy
anything.
nie idziesz.
I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
Cześć,
Could have
Pantera.
at least called something, especially after, you know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone.
Ła.
I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
Nie wiem, ej, co ty myślisz, że ja mam do niego jakiś kontakt?
Listen,
Nie pytaj się mnie.
I wanted to talk to you about what happened to
Julcyś.
Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He
Crash.
drove like a grandma, you
kurwa.
know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Keep here off.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Dum, dum. Jeszcze z pół godziny. A potem trzeba to wyłączyć, tą maszynkę. Jeszcze opcja, żeby jakoś sprawdzić. Chyba nie.
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime.
Kurde.
I hope she's not running short on money. Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by. The old bar sign reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids. Ethan keeps a spare key around, but I should use the front. Ethan keeps a spare key around, but I should use the front. Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Do zobaczenia w środku.
I'm not ready for this.
Mówisz.
Here we go.
Ale idziemy. Teraz gra. Musi się wczytać. Co?
Mr. Samuel Higgs. Big shot investigative report.
Co? XD.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
Dobra.
I'd gladly slash your tires. Would that mean you couldn't leave town? And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't. Well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
O kurde. A czemu to tak dziwnie wygląda? Dajcie mi chwilę, co jest? Coś jest nie tak. Jak zwykle nikt mi nic nie powiedział. Że jak już to człowiek sam nie ogarnie, to potem... Aha. O kurwa. No i teraz powinno być... kurwa, czekajcie. Pyk. Pyk. O kurde, chwila. Dajcie mi ino chwilę. Bo mi się tutaj nieźle popierdzieliło. Do ekranu to dopasuj, frajerze. Jechany. Dobra. I teraz właściwie to... Kurde. Dobra, tak. Oczywiście. O, dobra. Ustawiło się.
That's what I thought.
Tylko pytanie, czy tu się ustawiło na tym streamie.
Come on, it ain't worth it. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to anger up everyone's blood.
Teraz jest dobrze. Kurde, nikt mi nie powiedział. Ja pierdzielę. Człowiek sam nie sprawdzi wszystkiego, to potem dupaje.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing
Ja
less.
pierdzielę.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right? Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
Cholera jasna.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy.
Dobra.
Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately. Oh,
Jeszcze
he's
coś sprawdzę
trying.
teraz.
And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Jest git.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
O, możemy się tu rozejrzeć.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. Look at us. He was more her best friend than a dad. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
Happier times. Wonder who took that picture.
Bug was so small back then. Those two were a great team.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
If you must know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Puk, puk.
Puk, puk. O Boże.
No, przyszłam.
Au, ale żeś mnie przestraszyła, o kurde.
Sorry.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Luz. A czemu że się nie powiedziała, że kurde mam ten...
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
Że kurde nie jest stream na pełnym ekranie, tylko ten...
Bo nie
Jess always had
zauważyłam
a
nawet.
soft spot
Yeah.
for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
Musiałem potem sam się skapać.
That's what crooked promises want you. That amount
Pretty
is
courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
No.
Łe, nie ma pana mocy, łe, pana mocy, tak, pana mocy.
A no nie ma.
Szkoda. Szkoda.
Szkoda.
Tak, szkoda. Ja zaraz sobie pójdę płatki zrobić, bo jeszcze nie zrobiłam.
No ja teraz też będę musiał na kolację iść, więc na chwilę sobie i tak wyłączę, znaczy przerwę.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3
Pewnie Rafał
beers.
pewnie przyjdzie,
Może
bo jest. Nie, bo się świeci.
co?
No. Pana mocy ciemnej nocy.
No co teraz?
Na jeziorze wielki Rafał. Rafał.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out.
Uuu.
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
Sam.
So, Sam,
O,
how's
jest.
life been treating you?
To jest.
A nic.
Could be better.
Nie
My
jest.
best friend just died.
No need to snap
Szkoda,
at me,
że nie
Sam.
ma.
I ain't the enemy here. And your allies are in short supply, so be careful what you say. You staying in town long?
Może nas kiedyś
really, why?
odwiedzi.
You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam. This reminds me of when I lost my pa. Death sure changes how we think of something.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah,
Talk.
Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there.
Talk,
Setting up for this.
talk.
Everyone came, most of the
To
town.
też
it felt
jedna z
like.
tych
A sea of
przygodówek, ale
sad
to nie
white
jest
eyes.
epizodyczne. To
I gave the
będzie
eulogy.
takie,
Felt hollow. So hollow.
wiesz,
He worked for me for years.
inne.
For years. My best reporter. What do you even say about him?
Remember that article? Something
A
about
kto przyszedł?
stoplights? No one
No
cared.
ty
but he
przyszłaś,
did.
do ciebie gadam.
A, do mnie gadasz.
Obudź
Taka
się.
zamyślona.
He approached
Dobra.
each
A,
story
to już
with his pen
inna,
like a
to jest
knight
inna
wielding a
przygoda,
sword.
dobra.
It's the small things.
Tak.
Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us.
Ciekawe, kiedy
little
wkleją
details.
ci ludzie.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving.
Dawid, proszę,
I looked
żebyś
into it
załączył
myself, you know what I
serwer.
found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss.
No,
Both
bo
believed and
3 razy
sad.
uruchamia i 30 minut
Life is
włączenie
rarely like a
serwera.
crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, Some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's
Czekaj,
memorial.
jak to?
Especially
Yeah.
from you.
I'll keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
Główna awaria, tracę uruchomienie czyjś. No. Nie prosi wcale, tylko sam próbuje. Co ja poradzę?
You should have been the one giving the eulogy, Samuel. No one knew it better than you.
Mam pomysła.
Like Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, you two were.
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he
Wejdę
was
też na Minecrafta, jak
to
to jest
death. Not
możliwe.
enough to damage the bones, but you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
Well, you were, Tara. You can't talk about Nick like that.
What did I say? It was only the truth. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
O kurde.
You should have been the one giving the eulogy, Samuel. No one knew him better than you. Like Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, you two were.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more. Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Ciekawe.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things. Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Wow.
Daddy, daddy, daddy.
Słychać to?
Nie?
To dobrze.
Co, gracie?
Ta, Dawid wpił.
Sit yourself down. Now you should know how much.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Coś o tym powiedział, Hanie. Z tym się chyba nic nie da się zrobić. Ale tu można... O. Pyk.
Anna?
Sam!
Czekaj, bo coś rozwaliłam. Łe, czemu mnie to spotyka?
Nie wiem, Julu, tyś... Dlaczego ciebie to spotyka?
Sorry. Old habits.
Oj.
Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers and long memories. But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or two.
A, nie do piwnicy! Czemu mnie od razu do piwnicy?
It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's... Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake.
Wszystko działa płynnie teraz, jak widzę.
No widzisz.
Heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
It's hard for me to really just wrap my head around it. Nick being gone.
Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either. His stuff is all over my house, but he's just missing. Things without an owner. Most of it I'll probably give to Joan and Kathy, throw away. I don't even know. Sam, I'm tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I wanna do it alone. I played that stupid, stupid song like I told myself I would. He said, or he used to say, it made him ache. I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though.
Słychać mnie?
No słychać cię cały
Let's meet for
czas.
coffee tomorrow and talk.
To dobrze.
Really talk.
Nie, bo sprawdzam, wiesz?
Yeah,
Co sprawdzasz?
maybe.
I'll be at the cafe across from the paper. Christina.
Słuchawki sprawdzam.
No.
It was honestly nice seeing you.
Nawet nie wiedziałam, że jajko jest od tego, że można sobie wyrespić kota.
No.
Samuel, come. Have a
Są
round with me.
takie.
I need a drink or two.
Wiem.
Or
Właśnie nie
three,
czytałam.
and then I'll go.
Są różne jajka.
Does look tempting.
Tak, nawet od Creepera.
Tak, zauważyłam.
Tak sobie namnożysz Creeperów i
Samuel,
potem
Samuel,
będzie wielkie BUM!
Samuel, join us. We were just sharing
Eee.
stories about dear Nicholas.
Nie będzie.
And let me get your next
Nie. Nie ma mowy, żeby to było. Ale Patryk dzisiaj zrobił tak, że wyrespił pierwsze... co on wyrespił? Wyrespił pierwsze konie, potem wyrespił coś innego, potem jeszcze coś innego i ten... No i Creepery mi wyrespił. Tak, krypę. A dobra, nieważne.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters.
Tak.
The friend of man, the friend of truth.
O
The
Jezus.
friend of age and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so
Która jest
informed.
godzina?
If there's another world,
O,
he lives in bliss.
ZW. Na chwilę tylko. Dosłownie. Bo muszę coś wyłączyć.
Gotujesz coś?
Jestem.
There is
Też
none.
jestem.
He made the
Cały
best.
czas pantercia jest.
Burns.
Tak.
From your eulogy?
Byłam obok waszego
You know
domku.
Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for
Tego czerwonego. Ale przepłynęłam trochę, bo chcę znaleźć żółte kwiatki.
No.
I'm the one dwelling on these things.
Wakes get sad. Very sad.
Tu jakie zacne jeziorko.
And drinking is a heady brew.
Still, I'm showing jealousy for a dead man. Not the best look.
Some would say being honest with yourself is the only way to honor friends. How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who can prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
Gdzie chodzi? Kurde, słuchawki mi trochę się psują.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
Czekaj, co ja bym tu mogła...
Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Anything could lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. You guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Are you okay? Thanks for chicken. Be careful.
O nie, ja będę musiała wracać
Gdzie?
do domu. Niedobrze.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if the years didn't smooth their animosity as much as I hoped. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
O, Dawid zrobił dzień.
No widzisz?
Hey,
Albo Rafał to mógł być.
ask for you to be here.
Jestem na serwie.
To come back.
Nie
I couldn't
wiem.
let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
No promises. Dziewiąta 15.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed. God, what a headache. Feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. Oh, my head. How many of these did I take?
Niezły kac.
To ma kaca.
No bohater z gry.
Check out. They can wait a bit more.
A dobra. I tak tego nie zauważył. To mogę usunąć, bo to niepotrzebnie tu napisałam.
Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud. Please let there be water. No, no more beer. I need water.
XD, gość.
No, no food. I'll just throw it all up. Is that... No, that's not water. That is vodka, the opposite of water. No, no more beer. I need water.
Dobre.
No water, of course.
Oczywiście jest piwo. Ale wody nie ma.
At least it won't take me long to get my things. That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do? Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
Okej.
Find the way to calm down. Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Ale ciężko steruję to.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Grzyba zniszczę zaraz. No, on nie umie w ogóle się ogarnąć.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself. Samuel, focus. Focus on anything other than the fear.
Ooh. Okay.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
Co tam panterka wcinasz?
Focus. Choose.
Resztki nerkowca.
Hide.
Aha. Usłyszę, że chrupiesz.
No, that's just pretending nothing is wrong. I've done that enough. Get far away. Don't just go. Get far away. Don't just go. As far, as fast as I can. Get far away. Don't just go. As far, as fast as I can. Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers. I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. I can poke around without making waves. Mostly. It used to be my job. You're great at finding facts. Not quite so good at blending in. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Cyś.
Czekaj. No czekaj.
Cyś, dobrze, cyś. No, czekaj. Ale chrupie ta pantera.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key. No
Karol!
I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open,
You'll
or I
see.
could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Ale bekłeś.
Ty czasami gorzej bekasz. Ha.
Mogłeś tego na live nie mówić, że ja bek.
No co? Spokojnie. Ej,
Jak wypiję Pepsi, to bekam.
no właśnie, to nie pij tyle.
Ethan and his parents.
Czemu?
Się
I'm guessing
śmieje,
that's his
jejku.
sister.
Tak.
He always thought they'd run the bar together.
No, po Pepsi to raczej wiesz jak jest po Pepsiaku. Pepsi to się beka po Pepsi.
Tak jak pokoli się w głowie, no.
Biedak. A po piwie to się
I
dzieje.
remember seeing this before.
Wyłbie się kiwie.
A long time ago. I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt.
Co jest słabo z tym live'em?
Co?
Nie ma nikogo.
A. Puste. Nie, to nie. Wielkie halo.
Patros jeszcze chyba śpi.
No. To niech śpi chłopak. Jak tego potrzebuje? To jest to zdjęcie kota.
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt.
I doubt. No dobra.
Najgorsze narkowce to są jak są solone.
Tu nieba nie bardzo się do...
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
A ja tu nie zrobiłam. Czemu ja o tym zapomniałam?
Czego ty coś nie zrobiłeś?
Nie zrobiłam. Sialalala. Nie zamknęłam drzwi. Nie chciałabym nie mieć.
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
Maszyna do gier. To też.
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
Czekaj chwilę, Karol.
No. O, cześć Rafciu.
Ja tu gadam.
Cześć Rafciu.
No to se sprzątaj, ja tu gram.
Jejku, a co ty taka niemiła tutaj mamy?
These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
La la la. Ciekawe co, żem pominął. Tu nie wejdzie. Dupa tu jest, oczywiście. Za barem nikogo. Instrumenty stoją. I w ogóle. Haha. Czego żeśmy jeszcze nie sprawdzili? Pojawi mi się tutaj coś. Tu sobie jest ten słynny biljard. Ale tu nawet nie ma nic ciekawego. Tutaj jest, ale nie mogę nic z tym zrobić. Mob. A to jest tylko mob. Kurna. A nie, a tu? Powywracane stoliki, cudy i dziwy. Ulala. Czego ja nie widzę zaś? Tu nie mogę nic kliknąć. O, tutaj jest coś, patrzcie.
Chasing and being chased by ghosts. Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
Aha, gorzej. Po co bym ja miał grać? Zatrzymanie raczej nam nie pomoże w niczym. Ja wiem. Tu coś. Nie wiem. Tak teraz za bardzo. Gdzie by się to udać? Cholera. Czego to zaś on nie ma?
O, Rafał.
No był, no mówiłem, że jest. Czego tu coś mu poszukać? Tu jest play, ale granie w grę to raczej mi nie pomoże. O, tutaj coś.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night. It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Tu se było pite wtedy. To jest coś, ale to coś mi nie... Tu nie ma nic. Tu nic też nic nie da zrobić. Tu o tym nic nie chcesz powiedzieć. Stół bilardowy to w dupie. Tutaj coś niby było, ale jednak w sumie to nie. Tutaj ten automat to wiadomo, że można sobie na nim zrobić play, ale to mnie nie interesuje. Tutaj nic. Tutaj są te rzeczy, które ludzie ten... I nic więcej tu nie ma. Ciekawa sprawa. No pa, i nie wejdę, no. Ty się nie dowiem. Mopy i te inne rzeczy, chyba że coś tu kogoś jest na górze, może jeszcze. Ale raczej wątpię, żeby było. I tak muszę iść zjeść kolację zaraz. Kurwa. Czego ty, panie, tu szukasz niby?
Chasing and being chased by ghosts. Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
Pomóc ci?
Mi czy tam komuś?
They might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Oh.
What knocked this clock off the pillar?
Kurde.
It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence. They might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Didn't.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me. Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Business code.
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Dobra.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
Co? Już. Mamy grzyba?
Dobra, ZW.
Weź tą łyżkę. Zaszłam. A gdzie jest Klaudia? Interesuje pranie.
Jod. I am back. Co ty zrobić? Do ciasnej anielki. Do jasnej, ciasnej anielki, no.
Ale ja gram! Ale ja gram! Nie widzisz? Buduję. Co? Ja w nocy nie sprzątam.
Jezu.
Tu daj mi chwilę, dobra?
Ajolika, ajolika. O. Ale do kasy nie mam. Kurde. O! Tu jeszcze coś jest.
The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on.
Jeszcze coś gdzieś może?
Could be the same blood
No
that was on
nie!
my shirt.
Nie.
The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked.
Jej.
The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last
Nie.
night. Just gotta think it through.
Nie mam burdelu. No to ci mówię, że nie mam bałaganu aż tak. Nie będę włączała gry, bo potem nie włączę.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened when I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through, find out what really happened.
Jest.
My memory ends here, but there's two glasses. Who was here with me? I was drinking on my own when someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously.
Nie, otwieraj, po prostu wiesz. Tablet może jest do wywalenia.
If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
Jestem, banderko, tylko że ty... Póki co, no bo co ma być? A tu raczej spokojna live prowadzi. Chyba, że u Pantery są niezłe.
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
Słuchawek.
Aha, ale tylko wywaliłam.
Mama!
Ona ma zostać?
Tak, jakby się coś popsuło. Przecież jest naprawdę... Co tam ma...
Masakra. Nie wierzę. Chwila. Fajnie, że się nawet nie wyciszyła, nie? Ty, a ja słyszałem, że niby ja z tobą kiedyś pisałem coś tam. Potem Kiedy wiedziałem, że niby cię ze znajomych jak ja z nikogo ze znajomych nie wywalam, lol. Nie łapię, co kaman w ogóle. I tak, właśnie. Kurwa, a co ja mam tu niby znaleźć? Co tu się kurwa...
do góry!
Na pierwsze.
Spokojnie pograć, ale nie, bo mama mi to co chwilę łazi.
Kurde, no spoko... A, dobra.
A, chyba śnisz. Dobra, ty... I o tym nie. Tata nie. I o to sprzątam. Ale ja sprzątam. Jezus, tato!
No to widzisz.
No, idź stąd. Ja cię też kocham.
Nie. Narkotyki.
Ja narkotyki. Gdzie niby?
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting. The jukebox is not in the same place. Maybe it was involved in the fight somehow. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
Mogłabyś się przesunąć. Mogłabym wczoraj
Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few.
Nałóż go taka na pewno.
Pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly. That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
Chodź tu nawet nocować.
Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few. The pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
Co tutaj? Mira, chyba cię podziwało.
I co tam się dzieje w tle? Tu się biją.
Co mi dało? Z moich...
Joel's cap. Maybe the pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly.
Kurde.
Fajnie ci się tata śpi.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. The person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Kiedyś chciał. Jedynie. No nie. Co?
Aha, ja powinienem tu naciskać.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
Nieźle, nieźle. Oj,
If the
nieładnie.
fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
No, ale tam... Aha, no... Czyli to w sumie można sobie obejrzeć, lol. No i co z tego? Shit.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
Nic nie dacie, bo nie chcę iść do więzienia. Też cię żadnych.
O Boże. Te, ale dobra, bo już kurwa serio. Co mam tu jeszcze zrobić? Ej no. Czemu ja to mam?
That can't be right. It doesn't match the damage done to the room.
Chodziło o to, że co, że... No tak. Dziwne.
That can't be right. It doesn't match the damage done to the room.
Ha. To jest... Kurde, zaś się zaraz tego nie mogę. Ja pierdzielę.
That can't be right. It doesn't match the damage done to the room. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. The person thrown into the pillar would do it. Broken glass, damaged seat. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. The person thrown into the pillar would do it. If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
No i dobra, no ale co z tego, lol.
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
Co to mam jakoś odpowiednio ułożyć i potem... sprawdzić?
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me?
Nie wiem.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. The pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly.
No, no dobra, ale... Co mi to... O co tu chodzi?
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. That can't be right. It doesn't match the damage done to the room. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked... That can't be right. That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to...
O co to chodzi z tym?
That can't be right. It doesn't match the damage done to the room. One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting.
Ja chyba wiem, o co kurde chodzi.
That can't be right.
Czyli bardziej...
It doesn't match the damage done to the room. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall.
Bardziej to. Haha.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. The jukebox is not in the same place. Maybe it was involved in the fight somehow. One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting. It The jukebox is not in the same place. It looks like not even the one hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting. The jukebox looks like not even the one hell of a mess. This
Aha, dopisało R. No. Czyli bardziej to w ten sposób musiało.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
Moim zdaniem tak. No ale to czemu? XD.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
No dobra, ale co z tego?
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. The person thrown into the pillar would do it.
No dobra, ale co mi z tego?
The jukebox is not in the same place.
Aha.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
O, moc przyszedł. O. Widzę, że i Patros się już obudził i...
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. I have the complete picture now.
Aha, o Boże. Dobra. Poszło.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in
No.
town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
Czekaj,
At
to
least
tak
my
było.
best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch who...
You don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was?
Mr. Perfect, give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about? Jeszcze troszkę.
I'll show you. But not here.
Sam.
Meet me later at
Sam.
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed up his bar and then broke in. Time to leave if you're leaving. You'll want to apologize. Trust me.
Spoko.
God damn. Sam? You're not here to rob me, right?
No.
Ethan, no, I'm not here to rob you.
Oh, good. You won't have to break your legs.
I'm here to apologize about last night.
Szkoda, że tak.
I thought that might be the case. Don't sweat it. This place gets busted up once a month.
Ode mnie kuźwa.
Sounds rough.
Taką bombę.
I guess it is what it is. Buy a bar, you gotta run a bar, you know? I'll take cleaning up your dumbass mess over dealing with family any day.
Za tego szamanka dla mamusi, od mamusi czy coś tam. Dla szamanka, jak to było? A, nieważne.
Ethan, I'm really sorry about last night. I wasn't myself.
No one's on their best behavior after losing a loved one. I know I'm not. At least my sister isn't dead. She's just ruining her life. She wants to be called Kayla now.
Ruining her life?
Yeah, living in some commune. Dropped out of school. Life of a heathen.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, and I feel like she makes most of it. Sam, I got a lot of your mess to clean up. So if you could, leave.
I got places to be anyways. See you around, Ethan.
Pam. A, to lecimy dalej. Kolejna rzecz. Sokulu. A tam nie da. Spokoju trzeba mieć już. Dobra. Kolejny ten.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great
jakoś
timing.
tak, dobra.
No time to dwell on that.
Jakoś tak to było.
Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear. Just remember she's expecting you. She's extending
Jakby
the
coś,
olive
to
branch.
akurat nie jest epizodyczne, ale takie... No tak.
I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis.
Co tam Pantera? Rodzice się za ciebie wzięli najwyraźniej. Kuźwa. A było dobre. Chyba się rozłączyła z tego Discorda. Co ja mam? W drugą stronę ulicy iść, czy jak? Czy nie bardzo? A ja mogę. No tak, tutaj nic. Nie wiem jaki mam obszar ogólnie teraz. Ogólnie dostępny.
She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Taka laska kurzy cygarety.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I suppose. I grew up here. Been gone for a couple of years. I'm not staying long.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Aha, już żeś.
Slow day so far.
Już żeś
But people
pogadała
are
ze
gonna
mną.
swarm the
No
cafe once
dobra.
the celebrations.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Aha. Zobaczyć się z tym całym Dennisem. No tylko pytanie, w którą stronę to jest i po której stronie ulicy. O, tutaj.
A perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
To tam panterko. Ojciec śpił mi w pokoju. Spokojnie, no jejku. Ty już i tak dzisiaj widzisz, że czasami trzeba, wiesz.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
To co, na telefon się
I
przeniosło.
just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night.
Pograsz kiedy indziej,
His head's full of
Jezu, no.
smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
Wiesz jak to czasem jest. Ja też nieraz dostanę opierdol za to, że coś tam.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul.
Spokojnie, pantera, no.
Vagrancy isn't a crime,
Bywa
but
czasami.
loitering and trespassing
Wiem jak to jest, no.
I try to be understanding,
Kurde.
polite, but it's hard when no one is polite.
Właśnie dlatego nie lubię jak ktoś potem
People
mi
call
nosi
you pig or fascist just for doing your...
Declan, I've
i
got
jest jakaś
places
ta.
to be.
Właśnie dlatego wolę kurde
Right. Don't need
nic
me
nie
gabbing
robić.
at you all day like I
Włączyć
was
se
Christina or
FIFA i-
something.
czy coś tam.
Woo! That girl can talk. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know.
Ajej.
I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Aha. Pewnie tu mi
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone
mi
must have
zaraz-
seen Dennis.
Aha. Must have seen Dennis. Tu nie ma opcji wejścia.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday.
Ej,
Well, no one except me.
złe minki pantera wysyła. Zła panterka.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around.
Dobra,
Someone must
dobra.
have seen Dennis.
Gdzie ja tego Denisa mam niby spotkać? Ale teraz tak, tu. Tutaj są niby te nasze te na parkingu, ale... Tutaj coś może, o właśnie, to jest tylko opis. O. Kościół.
No luck so far, but I should
Kurde.
keep digging around. Someone must have seen
Gdzie to
Dennis.
jest? Nie pogadamy dziś. Już pogadaliśmy, spokojnie, Julcyś. Jejku. Spokojnie, ty się tak nie możesz denerwować, dziewczyno. Za bardzo się też denerwujesz z tym. O tutaj widzicie.
A statue honoring miners. Pretty meaningless now.
Tu jest jakieś coś.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today, especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
Sorry, I'm really not in the mood for jokes.
Oh, you might have heard that one already anyway. Not gonna torture you with it. So, you still want to hear the story?
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strike breakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force. Union men met the strike breakers over in Logan
Pantera
County.
dzisiaj ten.
That's right.
Znaczy myśmy gadali na PW od rana.
And it all came to a
Pewnie
head
dlatego, że
where
za długo już, pewnie dlatego ją
miners tied red bandanas round their necks for
ogarnęli tam.
solidarity.
Wzięli się.
Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spill.
A nic się nie przejmuj, Pantera. Nic się nie dzieje złego. Ej, a mogę kurde ten? Aha, nie mam możliwości.
Thanks for taking the time to remind me. I hope you have a good Miners' Day.
Oh, I will. Always do. You take care now.
Aha, czyli to jest typ.
Sorry, I really need to finish this.
Aha.
These old hands can't be idle.
Już ze mną nie pogadasz, dobra. Ale to ty, to inna.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock.
A myślę, nie, że to jest...
Joe.
Sam?
Jeszcze pół godziny.
You old bridge jumper, how you been?
Za
What's
pół
the calendar
godziny
say?
będę musiał wyłączać to.
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Muszę się też kurde ogarnąć. Brodę zgolić i wszystko. Wiecie jak to jest.
Heard you showed up yesterday.
Także za pół godziny będę też musiał iść.
Boys give you trouble?
To są pewne rzeczy, które trzeba zrobić.
Maybe a little. But don't worry.
No.
It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
Ty też do mnie, panie.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I can just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight.
Miner's Day
Ej. Czego ta gra ode mnie zaś by chciała? Tutaj.
At least the basswood jungle is still standing.
Tablice. I nic poza tym.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Partycja. Za tym Dennisem.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Spokojnie. Tutaj dupa. Co my tu jeszcze moglibyśmy ogarnąć?
Maybe Kathy will know something. Or that new pharmacist.
Maybe coffee. Wbijamy się. Wbijamy w takim razie.
Yo, get out the way.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Asshole.
That's enough.
Co za typ.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Ja mogę sobie wyjść z tego sklepu. A może jednak nie.
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Może sobie go zwiedzimy najpierw. Czy tam kurde w tym leci jakieś bardziej pod country nuta.
Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon.
To nie.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago. Kathy still keeps it with her. Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
Tam nie idzie.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never
Panie.
liked it.
Panterka brytyjska. Pianterka. To nie.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Yeah, and I have quite the hangover to show for it. Not my finest hour.
I would say not, after your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery.
Panie.
Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
10%.
Last night was a wake-up call. I'm gonna try focusing on clean living.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Dobra.
I hope you'll stay for the festivities, Samuel.
A ten se zdążył stąd iść.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood,
To teraz mogę
but never
z
liked
tym
it.
pogadać.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Just Tom.
So, the wake.
None of us were on our best behavior. Nick would have been happy you showed up, no matter how anything else went. I left early myself to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help.
Czyli nie bardzo. Loading. Chyba. Wczytuj się gra. Aha. Po prostu wyszedł, tak? O. Okej. Do tego mogę jakoś się dostać? Wreszcie. To jak ja mam do tego się dojść? Gdzie oni tam mają niby? Wejście jest tu. Menu. X.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all
Open.
keep hearing.
No i zaś wczytywanie. Okidoki.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
O, to od razu.
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Co tu się coś porobiło? Zaś ma jakieś kurde te dżum.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but his last...
Have you seen Dennis since yesterday?
Ask
Have
Dennis.
you not learned to not interrupt people when they're talking, Sam?
I don't have time for small talk today.
As rude as ever. I haven't seen Dennis. You have a nice day.
You have a nice day. Aha, mogę sobie wyjść tak o. Ten tam siedzi, coś się robi, dobra. Wolałbym gościa znaleźć, nie?
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh right, you're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet, there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Not very inspired. That's a good one.
Dupa.
The cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem real
be,
engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. I'm trying to.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
Gonna light the whole place up and then collect on the insurance money?
No, but don't think I haven't considered it.
No.
Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other, every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
Dobra.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say.
Wolę być
Still don't know
pewnym,
what
że
it
się
means,
zapisała ta
but
gra.
it works in almost any situation. It's just been a bit slow the last few
Cholera.
years. All over town, really.
It's just a rough patch. People will adapt. They just need time.
Aha,
It's not always easy to look on the bright side when you're trying to make it through. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day, but here we are.
It feels strange being back here. I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Anna kept coming in, but you stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you two dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course.
Dobra.
Good luck with your book balancing.
To nara. Tu pogadane. Co, nigdzie tego frajera nie ma, co?
Hey man, my break's over. I gotta focus on work.
Kurde. No dobra, a tu coś.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
Chcecie sobie poczytać, to macie ten. Jaką lepszą czcionką. Na chwilę, o Boże. A to ty o tym powiesz.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
Dobra. No.
Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant. It's basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up.
Ciekawe. I co dalej? Bo muszę skończyć powoli tego. Mam nadzieję, że mi... Cholera jest, a tutaj zapisał.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Dalej o tym Dennis jęczy.
I don't imagine Walter had obituaries in mind when he became editor-in-chief. Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her. Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
I haven't found anything yet. I don't think.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science.
Have you seen Dennis today?
What? No, I haven't. Were you even listening to me? I shouldn't be surprised. No one listens to me.
I was listening. I just need to find Dennis.
If you hear anything about what happened to my dad, let me know. Otherwise, just leave me alone.
No to spadaj. O! W końcu ktoś coś pisze. Do chłopa. No i co z tego?
Never knew Dennis to be the commemorative type. What's he doing here?
Co tu jeszcze może być? Ech. Chociaż nie bardzo.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me. Anna's waiting for me at the coffee shop.
A, chcesz iść do coffee shopu. To lecimy do coffee shopu.
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Hey man, my break's over. I gotta focus on work.
This'll just be too expensive.
To po co mam?
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Aha.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
Tylko trzeba było dobrze wycelować, nie?
I was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on, tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in. She might slow me down, or try to involve the cops. She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
Who can help? A co tam? Tell her.
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood Jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam. What have you done?
Dobra. I tu się zakończymy. Cały czas chyba taka chwila, gdzie... Chociaż też nie do końca. No już wrócić teraz tam nie mogę.
Still gotta check the Basswood Jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Aha, boss. Przystanek na jungle.
Still gotta check the Basswood Jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Przeleciałem. A tu może mieć, gdzie jest ta tablica? Tu jest. Chyba. Albo i nie to. Średnio. Tu jest tips.
At least the Basswood Jungle is still standing. At least the Basswood Jungle is still standing. Still gotta check the Basswood Jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
No dobra. Tylko pytanie teraz brzmi, gdzie to kurde jest? Tu jest jeden. Policjant mi powie. A jednak mi nie powie. Gdzie tu
Still gotta check the basswood jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Basswood. A, chyba, że po prostu mam... No nie.
Slow day so far. But people are gonna storm the cafe.
Haha. Tutaj też nie wejdzie. Dobra. W tym razie tu bym skończył.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
O Boże.
Locked. I should check the back.
My. Look what we got here. Is that Sam Higgs? Trying to get back in a newspaper game? I thought you got the message last night. Of course, it was hard to tell, considering you let Declan do your talking for you.
Look, fellas.
You know, Basswood can be a dangerous place.
Well, so maybe consider just getting before something bad happened to you.
Ta.
I'll leave when I'm good and ready.
Just make it sooner rather than later.
Declan's right down the street.
Watch yourself while you're in Basswood, because we'll be watching you.
Dobra. Jakieś typy go tu napasztują, nie?
At least the basswood jungle is still standing. It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
A, jest. Ja tu byłem już wcześniej.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it. Where is Dennis? He should be in here.
Dobra. Logowanie. Dobra, nie no. Return to main menu. Continue, zobaczymy gdzie to się zapisało. Oby tam gdzie ja myślę, bo wtedy będzie lajtowo zacząć drugi live z tego jutro. Jest, dobra. Jest to miejsce gdzie powinno być. Quit, jest. Okej, aha, wszystko mi się tu rozpierdziło i to grubo. Za czym ty żyjesz? Ha, to Rafałem, dobra, rozumiem, już o co chodzi. Dobra, ja muszę spadać.